The remarks of Angela Merkel, of course, got a big headlines. And I want to underscore one word. It says, fully rely. Now, it was never the case that one country could or should have fully relied on some umbrella. There is a division of responsibilities. Each one should strengthen his own little home, and then when it comes to more global matters, if you have a strong home, you will be able to sustain it. It is like many boats in the ocean. The task of each captain is to strengthen his boat. And if the stronger the boat that you have, the stronger you will stand the wind. But still, we are all in the same ocean. And therefore, we must make sure, if there is any way to control the storms in the ocean, which affect all boats, that we should try to do it. But if we don't fully do it, it's not the issue of fully rely or not, but everyone playing his own responsibilities. And the list of activities, how do you strengthen your own boat, that list is very standard, in a way almost boring. Fiscal responsibility, structural reform, monetary targeting, stable inflation, all of these kind of things are still there. Strengthen your boat. However, more recently, the nature of the storms in the ocean have become different than what they used to be. And this is due to the development of financial markets. Financial markets mean that shocks are transmitted very rapidly and occasionally in an amplified way. This is part of the reality. You cannot change the reality by building a wall because your boat is just too little to stop the waves. So therefore, we should recognize that the nature of globalization has changed. But globalization is a fact. But what does it mean? There are areas in which international governance are more natural than in some other areas. And I'll give you 2 examples or 3. In principle, there are areas like climate change, like health, like trade, where by its nature, even if you do whatever you can do in your own nation, you do not solve the problems that come from outside that do not recognize political borders. That's where international governance is important to manage the globalization. There are areas, like the specifics of fiscal policy, for example, that should be the preview of each and every country that has its own political system and priorities. And this should not be dictated by any governance rules. Governance rules can give you good professional prescription and advice, but the authority to implement and the responsibility is by them. And we have made significant progress. So in the financial area, just a few years ago, there was no FSB, Financial Stability Board, which is exactly designed to deal with these kind of things. And the BIS is, again, important in the financial area. There were issues in the NATO, of course, and the definition of Article 5 or whatever it is, but this I leave to the politicians. Some of them are just not fully aware of what they have signed to. Thank you.